I'm standing on the other side with Colin Kaepernick until Jermaine Dupri says, all right, bet I won't do the deal with the NFL. Jay-Z swoops in, takes it. You know what I mean?
Nah, facts.
But at least though we knew that Jay-Z was a hustler from day one because he came in the game talking about selling birds, flipping work. We knew that he had a hustle and finesse.
True.
I mean, Drake has always been pretty transparent about his desire to be the best, whereas Kendrick keeps his ambitions under wraps.
That's what I'm saying. Kendrick came in like with this whole holistic agenda, like you said.
Yeah.
Jay, we already knew he came reasonable doubt. He sold more crack than any rapper in history, damn near, on that album.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think this changes. I'm watching to see what's going to happen. But again, I feel bad for the West Coast artists who probably, this is how great, again, Kendrick's just done a great job. They probably look like an asshole to even ask for a feature because they know he's not going to give it. So you can't ask Jesus for shit. You got to wait till he gives you. You get what I'm saying? You remember back in the day, Meek and Dirk would be like, yo, fuck these niggas. They won't even tweet my album. Because rappers do feel like that. They expect shit. Except with Kendrick, it's like everyone has the patience of, you don't ask Kendrick for shit. He gives you when you are ready and you deserve it.
Wow. Yeah, imagine Absol snapping on Kendrick the way that Meek did to Wale when he didn't tweet his album.
Let's not say that Drake doesn't do the same thing though. You can't ask Drake for shit. Well, you ready and you deserve it.
It's kind of true.
He just does more.
Yeah, he just does more.
He fucks with more young artists. He fucks with more artists he doesn't have any real association with. But keep in mind,
steal their style.
How many songs has Kendrick put out with what's his name? The motherfucker he signed, Baby Keem, versus working with other random ass artists from LA that he believes in. He chooses to save the sauce for his artists that he's profiting from.
And Keem's his family, right? That's his family member.
Yo, very unpopular opinion, and I'm gonna let you guys keep cooking because I'm watching y'all. Listen. Very unpopular opinion. Kendrick's whole thing with Drake was fueled by jealousy. Kendrick clearly wanted to be the man, which, by the way, right now, he is the man. This is what he always wanted. He wanted to be the guy who has the most, I'm not going to call it clout, but the number one rapper. And I do think if he drops an album now, he would outsell Drake if Drake dropped an album now. He finally, but he never wanted to do the things that Drake did. Drake would find a new artist, hop on their, collaborate, hop on their wave.
I can give him that.
Do things to kind of further his, foothold in a lot of different communities or it would increase his relevance. Kendrick has always just been on, I'm not compromising this woke shit. I'll do a few things, but not as much as him. And his whole battle was saying, Drake, you're biting culture by doing the things that it took you to get number one. But secretly, I felt from control, he wanted to be number one. Okay, now you're number one. How do you play it? And this is what gonna tell the true character of Kendrick. And as I said, man, listen, there is no Jesus on earth currently. So over time, the people will see something. They will see something that reveals his true color. It might just take a while.
When you try to virtue signal, you're basically inviting everybody to come poke holes in this persona that you've invented for yourself. So I feel like with Kendrick's next project, it's just going to be held to such a crazy bar because so many people are paying attention to it and expecting certain things from him. And it's going to be blatantly obvious if he doesn't deliver. The same way that last song having basically no impact, the lack of impact stood out so much because of how gigantic Not Like Us was. And it's almost like everybody forgot how this is a guy who just has not made a lot of songs that sound like Not Like Us.
That record was so unimpactful that it almost doesn't affect him because people don't even know it exists. Yeah. That's how bad it was.
It's good to remind everybody that Kendrick can make songs nobody cares about as well.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen
that shit he just dropped was
Kendrick says there's the superpower of Drake has been neutralized. I think Kendrick has a superpower right now. We just don't know if it exists if he's not battling or he's not beefing with Drake. Everything about Kendrick has the backdrop of good and evil. Yo, Drake is pop. He's this, guy who you have framed as a culture vulture. You're the truest. Now, how do you create energy without having a villain? You get what I mean? You guys talked about it. I think it happened. It happened on No Jumper when you talked to Rainwater. Rainwater said, "Yo, a lot of these guys they fall off after their op dies." Well, could Kendrick put like this? Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers unless you were like, maybe queer or trans yourself, you probably like, no, I'm serious. Like, you probably listen to the album and be like, yo, this nigga needs some therapy. Like, in reality, could Kendrick take that energy, not make it about Drake? And by the way, I think his new thing is going to be, obviously he knows he can't make it about Drake because he's going to seem thirsty. Drake's not responding to him. He's going to just try this angle he tried on the last song. He's just trying to do a catchier version. Yo, I'm here to save the culture. He's doing what Nas did in 2000, I believe, 8. Hip-hop is dead.
Yeah, he's right. I know I can be what I want to be. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
In reality, that angle never works. Hip-hop goes forward. It never goes back. It's like when
Trapping ain't dead.
In a rut talking about, yo, y'all got to stop sounding like Atlanta. Yo, we got to start sounding like the 90s again. That's what we're popping. No. Y'all have to die off and let the new kids come, and you need a Pop Smoke. Music doesn't go back. Like, there's never a time to be like, yo, let's start rapping like the 70s again. No. A lot of this is based on forward progress, and if we're talking about forward progress, Kendrick is trying to revert the culture or trying to fool people by thinking that he could create a time that hip hop was like glorious and we could go back to it. It'll never get back there.
You can still talk conscious on a dope ass beat. Like, why not keep that same flow from Not Like Us or whatever and just talk about something else?
I think Kendrick wants his impact to be so severe that he'll basically like put out projects that sound nothing like the current sound of hip hop because he's trying to influence that as well. And if from that perspective, he's been basically ineffective.
I feel like he's doing what Eminem did. Eminem was like, I'm the only white boy. Any white boy that's even has an attempt to come up, I'm a diss him. I'm a squash him. Fuck Cage. Fuck Necro. He's gonna diss them. All them trying to, and Kendrick's doing that with conscious rap. He don't want anyone besides him.
I'll throw you guys a topic before I get off.
Okay.
What the fuck did Kendrick do to convince J. Cole to switch sides? Because it's clear J. Cole is on. He's moving a little funny. I seen Drake like that video of Rory and Millie Mall talking about, yo, J. Cole apparently, it looks like he's moving a lot different. I think Drake liked that for a reason. He unfollowed a bunch of people today. He still follows J. Cole. But I do think J. Cole has played this very interesting. And I think Drake is in Turks right now. Like, I talked to him like an hour ago. Like, he's in Turks, like, probably sipping like the little fucking fruity ass drink he normally drinks and start thinking, these niggas really are my friends. He finally just got it. You don't follow these bitch ass niggas. He finally got it. I think he thought like they were really his friends. Like, no. You know what I mean? Like, shit, when you think LeBron was going to mean mug at the pop-out show? Because you have him tatted? Hell no. He's thinking this shit going to be bumping every timeout at the Lakers game. And me and my son are going to be